First of all, it's great to see Warby Parker go public. And we throw out terms all the time like D2C, direct to consumer. But when you think about the power of ability for a consumer product to build a direct relationship with its customer, that's really what's powerful. Historically, the channel, the retailer, was able to control how the product got to market. And I think that's really what shifted. I think it's going out at about a $5 billion market cap, which is phenomenal value creation.
So, Mark, as you look at the volatility in the markets, the sell-off in the tech stocks, how does all of that impact your outlook on which types of companies to invest in right now?
Well, Upfront Ventures invests at the earliest stages. You mentioned some of these companies like Parachute, Adore Me, and Bird. We're investing when there's almost no revenue, almost no customers. So really, we're betting on really big transformational changes in the market. So I don't get too put off by what happens on a day-by-day in public markets.
Have you gotten better over time in the last year and a half at distilling COVID effects and pull forwards from the models that you're looking at?
When we were at March 2020, I think we were nervous that everything was going to get wiped out. And the weirdest thing happened is 90% of everything was up. When you think about what technology did, it actually assisted us in getting products to market faster in a world where a lot of things were shutting down. But we also have been doing sustainability investing since 2014, and everything in sustainability is up. Agricultural production, agricultural distribution, reduction of fire control. So a lot more money went into that. So actually everything's up right now. Now, I will tell you one thing, which is marketing has become much more expensive. So customer acquisition has become much more expensive. And as a result of that, people relying on customer acquisition, their growth has slowed.
The main thing I'm wondering about D2C is where the next critical area of innovation is, because so many of the things that the early D2C companies were good at have become platformed, right? Like Shopify is helping with that direct relationship. Yeah. MailChimp, has sort of been bought, and those kind of marketing vehicles are being built into so many different companies. Stripe is enabling payments in a way across physical and digital. So what do they have to do better? What do they have to innovate in that other companies can't just do?
Sure. Well, I would say to you that the platforms actually in many ways make direct-to-consumer much easier, because a lot of these things they used to have to build themselves, so you can launch faster, reach customers faster. Ultimately, if you build a better product, you build a relationship with a customer, you do something that traditional businesses can't do, there's a lane for success. But I'll tell you what we look for. We look for marketplaces. So we have a company called Goat. Goat is now privately held, but I think publicly it's announced that they're at a $3.7 billion valuation. In 2015, their revenue was zero. They will sell billions of dollars of sneakers this year. It's high-end sneakers. It's a marketplace. And what's interesting is when you connect buyers and sellers in a marketplace, it's incredibly hard to disrupt because you create this network effect of buyers and sellers.
So beyond those marketplaces, you mentioned sustainability. What are the other categories that you think have the most potential now, particularly coming out of this pandemic phase?
Well, when we think about what we're investing in, we're looking at the 3 to 5 year time frame. So what are the things that the pandemic has changed forever? Telemedicine, incredible area to be investing in right now, because we know that you want to see doctors without having to sit in a doctor's office with other sick patients, and doctors want the leverage of technology. That's a really good area. We think biology as it merges with IT. Look at how fast we solve the problems of vaccines. That was pure technology. So you're going to see a lot of mRNA investments, which I think is what the technology was. So when we look at that, we think there's going to be a lot. And then I would just say, back to this area of sustainability, fish sustainability, agricultural productivity, all these things are going to matter.